How can some people manage to actually be doing the same exact routine every single day like is nothing basically? It's not the same routine. It just looks like that. I enjoy my coffee while staring blankly out the window. It's not the same I see. Or the same I think. I just like starting with some distance in my vision, otherwise I can't see shit during the day. I go to the same place for lunch. Almost the same thing I order. But sometimes they outdid themselves. I go to the same pub in the evenings, and sometimes we get to have a massive brawl. What you see and I experience are not always the same. I could say the same shit with you and your Pokemons and blue hair, why you all the same? Because I enjoy my routine, and the results are just a fancy bonus. I enjoy going to the gym. I enjoy taking walks. I enjoy reading. I enjoy meditating. I enjoy disconnecting from technology at 9 because it makes me less stressed. I enjoy going to bed at 10 and waking at 5 because it makes me feel better. I eat the same thing because I don't enjoy food. I drink water because I don't enjoy soda. If you try to maintain habits, it has to end with wanting to do it for you. If you do it for someone else, it will become a chore, and you will want to take breaks and not maintain it. My hypothesis is that you are witnessing the culmination of many years of practice, habit, and labor, as well as the character attributes that allow her to lead such a life. It takes time for multiple instrumentalists to emerge. Athletes do not appear out of nowhere. Even more uncommon is the pairing of the two of those. If I were in her position, I would question how she came to be so rote, and when she first began to learn such things, she most likely prepared for it and practiced a lot of those activities, sport, music, and English throughout her adolescence. I am a low-paid flight attendant for a big 3 airline. I always bid the same position on the airplane, and I also always bid for the same type of airplane. Why? I 100 know exactly what to do if shit hits the fan. Being in my position is also the least in customer view, so I am less likely to get written up by a status member. I show up, do my job, and go home. Different US cities, but it's pretty much the same. I make shit pay, and I'm looking to add in some kind of exercise routine too. Any time I can shut my brain off is a good day. I guarantee you follow routines every day without thinking about it. They may not be as overarching as a full day's schedule, but you probably have some order of operations in how you shower, cook food, navigate a grocery store, get ready for work or school. We're creatures of habit, and it takes less effort to do what's familiar than something new. Every day will be a little different, but the manners in which you approach the constants in your life are patterns that you follow without a second thought. When I was younger and just starting out, I had the same feeling. The thought of doing the exact same routine every day for the rest of my life seemed awful. As I've gotten older, I came to realization that life has a funny way delivering surprises that upend your daily routines. Those surprises are rarely a good thing. So you get to a point where a predictable and easy routine where nothing happens becomes a dream you aspire toward. These are the kinds of thoughts you have when you're 22 and you have your first job out of college for 6 months. And you're like, oh shit, is the rest of my life going to be exactly like this? The answer is no. It's not. You get more experience. You get more responsibility. You deal with more complex and varied problems. People don't actually do the same exact routine every single day. I have a morning routine that I follow vigorously, and I have it timed to the second. It gets everything out of the way and done so that I don't have to worry about it later. Plus, as other users said, you're basically on autopilot anyway, so it goes very easily and quickly. My daily routine changes little. I wake up, go to work, come home, spend time with family, go to bed, repeat the next day. My family does something different almost every day because I do not. My drudgery affords my family opportunities. Totally worth it. Repetition is how you get things done and become an expert at something. Doesn't matter what the particular task is. If you can learn to enjoy repetition, you can achieve what normal people think is impossible. I'm just doing it. My thoughts and actions are put in order. There's just one big downside to being afraid of something new. We are creatures of habit. Routines reduce mental load of daily decisions, conserving mental energy for more complex tasks, because boredom is a privileged thing. When you're bored, you aren't hungry, in pain, freezing, stressed out, or starving. I find it relaxing to do what I'm familiar with. But of course, not always. That's what weekends and vacations are for. Build good habits. Feel good while doing life. Include habits you enjoy so it's not all bad, and repeat. We are just on autopilot. If we stop and think about it for too long, it will all make us depressed. I do this for money. Because if I don't do that, I get no money. And you know the life without money. Because dumb people are happy and smart people are miserable. Smoke pot about it. Usually these people do it for others, not for themselves. That's what fuels them. It's easy to stick to a routine once you've been doing it for a while. How can someone manage to not follow a routine every single day? To be honest, I don't know what I would do if I had no routine.